Welcome to the Gonzo Chronicles. I'm your host, Cyrus Alderwood, the official spokesman for Generation X. Stick around. It's going to get weird, as always. And welcome to another episode of What Chaps My Ass with Cyrus Alderwood. And no, it's today is February 21st, 2024. Hey, we got about 3 more weeks till daylight savings time. Yep. The days get a little longer. I'm actually looking forward to spring. Hopefully, it's going to be a great year. I've stayed busy the first 2 months work wise, and actually with a book that I've been writing. I've been teasing for a long time. So, yes, I finished a book that was over 450 pages. It's in the editing process now. Gonna have a couple of beta readers get back with me and let me know what they think. And then we're gonna get this sucker out there a little later on this year. It's a historical fiction, very different from what I've ever written. So anyway, that being said, I'm going to talk about some of the most overrated people and things um, in the culture right now. But before I do that, um, I just want to remind everybody. I just recently got a new iPhone. My other one, the 11, was just so beat up and tired, and the volume buttons on the side stopped working. Anyway, I got a new phone. I didn't get the 15. I just upgraded to the 13 because I'm a cheap bastard when it comes to this stuff. But anyway, I just want to remind people that back in 2010, yeah, I know, long time ago, Microsoft actually held a public funeral for the iPhone after launching the Windows Phone 7. I don't know one person that actually has a Windows Phone 7. But hey, if you do, I hope it worked out for you. So I'm going to talk about a couple things that just kind of chap my ass. We're going to have a quick episode today. I've been watching way too much TV since I finished the rough draft of that book and finished all the continuing education I have to do for my investment advisor license for the year. Did it all early this year instead of waiting to the last minute, but one less thing to worry about. Don't you hate on freaking social media when you go to someone's, if you're scrolling up and down on Twitter or X, whatever it is now, and somebody will post a video or a picture, and they'll say, "What do you notice about this video?" Like it's something nefarious you're supposed to watch and find. And sometimes it's people that actually post interesting things up that I'll follow. But god darn, I hate when they do that. Why? Like, there's nothing. Like, I notice people posting up a lot of Taylor Swift live footage, and they'll say, "What do you notice about this video? What is she turning into a frog?" I mean, say what the hell you noticed about the video. See if anybody else noticed it. Instead of like, all this is some ass clown that gets off on the clickbait. Dude, if you have to do that for attention, just get the hell off social media and go see a therapist. If you live and die by how many damn clicks you get on social media, which is not even the real world, pal, just get off there and go find a life. Go get a girlfriend, something, whatever makes you happy. But people do this like I'm scrolling up and down my X feed right now, and I mean, within every 15 posts, I see one of these. And like I'm so tempted if I didn't follow some of these people for like breaking news, I would just not follow them. It's annoying as hell. If you post a video or a picture asking people what they see in this video, like like we know what you're insinuating something bad, and the way you phrase the question. Just tell people what you see. You're just doing that shit for clickbait, and it is annoying as hell. Badly, badly. Man, I think I'm going to start taking notice of who the names are of these people that are in media and public personalities, and I'm just going to, like anybody who listens on here that would do anything about it. But also Super Bowl parade happened, and then there were some shooters that broke out. Listen, death penalty for the Super Bowl parade shooters. Period. Period. Somebody shows up to a celebration like that and has to be an ass clown pulling out a gun. I don't care if you had a manifesto. I know we've had a lot of transgenders shooting up shit the last year, but you have a lot of people that do this stuff too. I mean, but we see like the Nashville shooting, and then like various school shootings, public places. Dude, if you go into a public place, I don't care if you're a dude dressed as a girl dressed as a dude, if you're a white guy, black guy, Hispanic, whatever, don't give a shit. You go to a public place, you start shooting people or shooting up the place, death penalty. Death penalty. You know, F around and find out. Is that what they say? Yeah. Also, if you do follow along on Twitter, certain people, you'll find some crazy, scary footage coming out of the Darien Gap, uh, coming up to the southern border, where actually there are video of people, a lot of Chinese folks coming up now, and I don't trust the Chinese government not to send people to come knocking out our power grids, but yeah, people on video saying that they're just coming up here to hurt Americans. On video saying this. Scary as hell. Yeah, here's one of these. Matt Wallace. I'm going to call this dickhead out. He's got 1.5 million followers. He's the CEO of Twitter. Or supposedly, he says on his profile. It says, turn the notifications on for real breaking news alerts. So he's got a video of Taylor Swift up here singing on stage, dancing. And then it says, what do you notice about this Taylor Swift video? 7.5 thousand comments on this, 1.3 thousand retweets, and 8.6 thousand likes. And it looks like it has 8.9 million views. Dude, he never answered what was nefarious or what he noticed about this Taylor Swift video. Never answered it. He just posts shit like that to get people to respond. And that is annoying. I think it just clogs up. It just makes social media not worth bothering, actually. A lot of it's not worth bothering with these days, even though I'm an Instagram addict. But let's talk about some things that are majorly overrated. And then I'm going to get into like the best stuff, worst stuff. We're going to do a bracket today. We're going to do a Barstool Sports bracket, actually, before I get off here. The most overrated people. Like, I'm going to go into sports for a minute, for those of you who care about sports. Bill Belichick, overrated. Overrated. Listen, and I'm just gonna say what everybody's thinking. Everyone says he's the greatest coach of all time. Hey, he's won a bunch of Super Bowls. Good for him. He failed in Cleveland, didn't stick around in New York with the Jets before he bolted up to take over. I think was it Bill Belichick or was it Bill Parcells' old roster up in New England. So had a good team there. Had a good quarterback, and then the backup quarterback, this kid named Tom Brady, comes in, and they end up winning 6 Super Bowls and a whole bunch of divisional titles. Go to the playoffs a bunch. What they get, like 9 Super Bowls, 1-6, or 10 Super Bowls, 1-6. However, once Tom Brady leaves, this guy hasn't sniffed the playoffs. He can't run an organization. His methods are old. Maybe he just got too old for the game. But the fact that only one team talked to him and did not hire him in the offseason when he said he still wanted to coach says a lot. That guy got 6 Super Bowl rings, I think, because of Tom Brady. I'm just going to say it. Tom Brady leaves and goes down to Tampa. Good team down there. Better team than he had up in New England. And still had them competitive. Okay. But goes down and wins a Super Bowl and then competes for another season later. Good for him, man. Good for him. So, yeah, Bill Belichick, overrated. Tom Brady, not so much. I guess we know who carried that dynasty now. Of course, no one in news media will say that because it's not the, I don't know, approved thing to say. I guess we're all still going to be kissing Bill Belichick's ass all the way into the Hall of Fame, which he probably should be there, but overrated, yeah, definitely. You know what else is overrated? The NBA. Did anyone see that joke of an All-Star game? It's like one team scored 200, the other one like 170. Like, what the hell is that? This is why I can't watch the NBA because no one knows how to play defense. And if you look at somebody the wrong way, it's a foul. Like I know I sound like an old man here, but God, I miss basketball from the '90s. It was fun. It was a little bit more physical. You had to be in better shape. You couldn't fight like a sissy if you pissed somebody else off on the court and got in a fight. You know, yeah, I just don't like it. It's not fun. Although everybody just like takes 3-point shots. Yeah, I know that Steph Curry's probably the greatest shooter we've ever seen, pure shooter, but he's ruined the freaking game. Just my opinion. Dallas Cowboys completely overrated. If the Dallas Cowboys make the playoffs, there should be an unwritten rule that they have to forfeit and like give somebody else that spot because they can't win a freaking game. I don't care what kind of roster they have. And then when they're done, they just sit and piss and moan and cry. And and if I turn on a talk show, a sports talk show, I have to hear about the Cowboys all the time. All right, for all you sports guys, all you sports talk guys who are overrated yourselves, no one gives a shit about Dallas unless you live in Dallas. Not many. So just stop. Just stop, man. Buffalo Bills also highly overrated. Everybody talks about Josh Allen so great, this, that, and the other. Hey, he's a pretty good quarterback. But let's not, anoint this guy as, the next Brett Favre. He's not. He's not. I mean, they choke every year. Got a great team. They're not going to be able to hold that together. And you think being in a cold weather town, if you have somebody come into your house to play, you might actually be able to beat them, right? The New York Yankees. I'm going to say they're overrated. Are they a good team? Yeah, good team. Historically, iconic. I get it. They haven't won a World Series since 2009. For a team that's supposed to compete every year because, hey, they're New Yorkers and they're so great. Hey, they can't. Yeah, they're competitive. They're a good team. They'll end up winning another one before too long, but yeah, it's been, 15 years? You think as much hype goes into it, as many times I turn on TV and I'm forced to watch a Yankees game or a Red Sox game, you think they'd be better. But yeah. The halftime show at Super Bowls, way overrated. Usher absolutely sucked. I did not enjoy that at all. I know some people like him, and that's fine. But the halftime shows are getting out of control. Like they really are. They just sort of suck. We haven't had a good halftime show since Prince played. And if you're going to go to a stadium and they hype the crowd up by putting on these big rock bands like Metallica, and Guns N' Roses, and Foo Fighters, and all that stuff, hey, why don't you just get one of those big bands to come and play? Why don't you have Foo Fighters play the next halftime show? Hype the crowd up, give it some energy. I don't want to see people dancing around. I can't understand a damn thing they're saying anyway. Like I said, Prince was the last really great Super Bowl halftime show we had. But I don't know. I don't know. Stop trying to be so immediately culturally relevant. Just put some good music on the stage. Your audience is not a bunch of 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds. Put some good music up there. It's not hard to do. I'm sure the Foo Fighters would love to play the halftime show. Sports talk shows, completely overrated. Here's what's annoying about me. I don't mind a good discussion, whatever sports topic they're talking about, like whether it's the college playoffs, expanding to 12 teams, whatever. Have discussions, pros and cons. Talk about teams, talk about players. I get it. I'm a sports fan. I'll tune into some of these on a regular basis, actually. But here's what's so annoying. The two most annoying and overrated ass clowns on TV, Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. For one, they act like they're always right. I hate to see grown men have a shouting match and arguing on TV over a game, whether it's a player, a play, a turnout, who's going to the playoffs, which team is better, and they get in shouting matches. Dude, you're middle aged or older, and you're having a shouting match about sports on TV. That is the epitome of not being qualified for anything. Like, I would love if somebody paid me six figures or seven figures to these guys to go talk about sports on TV. My entire life would be just watching sports. Of course, that'd be kind of meaningless. But it's I'm glad football's over, so we can get on with baseball. But even though we're getting on with baseball soon, they're still talking football on every freaking show I turn on. Like, dude, the Super Bowl is over. You can stop sucking off uh, Patrick Mahomes like on television. Stop. That's all I hear. Like he's the next Tom Brady. He's not. I don't want to say Mahomes is overrated. He's a great quarterback. But yeah, let's give this guy a few years. When he wins 4 or 5 Super Bowls, then maybe we'll talk about whether he is the greatest of all time and replaces Tom Brady. Until then, if you ask me, the greatest quarterback to ever play was Dan Marino. Never won a ring. Damn shame too. Go Dolphins. So hopefully next year the Bengals will at least be competitive and I can actually give a crap what they have to say on these shows. But as far as other athletes, I think one of the most overrated people of all time in sports was a hockey player by the name of Eric Lindros. Probably a great guy, but they hyped that guy up so much like he was going to be the next, was it Bobby Hull, whatever his name is, and played for the Philadelphia Flyers. He was a pretty good player. God, he always got hurt. Seemed like every time he turned around, he had a concussion. I mean, I hope the guy can say his name today, but yeah, it's just overrated. And somebody else I'm so sick of in sports is LeBron James. Yeah, I'm going on a beef all day long about this. LeBron James, completely, I don't say he's a great ball player. Is he Jordan? I'm never going to say he's Jordan. But look how sad this is. This guy comes out of high school, all the hype, great player. He's still very dominant, even at the age of like 800. But look how long it took him to catch a lot of those records. Jordan didn't play nearly as long as LeBron did. But yet, when he comes out, he puts the number 23 on because he wants to be Jordan. And then when he can't win in Cleveland, and that's okay. Who can, right? He bolts for Miami and starts putting together super teams, like little mini all-star teams, to start winning titles. He's only won 4 of them. All right, so it's like, I don't understand why he keeps. When people ask him, of course, he's going to say, "Yeah, I'm better than Jordan" or whatever. But no, he's never going to be that good. Jordan did it in a very short amount of time, much shorter amount of time. Took a year off in between to play baseball, and still came back and three-peated. So with all the hype of going down to Miami, saying I'll hold his fingers up, we're going 4, 5, 6, 7. No, they won 2 and barely 2 at that. And then he goes back to Cleveland and was able to win one. Awesome. Glad Cleveland could call themselves a winner. I don't dislike Cleveland teams. But then, of course, he's going to take his talents to LA next because he wants to be a celebrity, and that's fine. But like, I hate celebrities and sports players trying to tell you how to vote, telling you what to do, and like they have nothing in common with the rest of us. That guy hasn't cooked his own meal in 20 years. So don't tell the rest of us how to live our lives or how to vote. Um, what else is sad is the fact that instead of like being in Hollywood and doing his own thing, no, he has to do a remake of Space Jam, Michael Jordan's movie. So it's like he's trying to like be Jordan at every stop, and just like he's never going to be Jordan. And it's just to me, it's just sad. He's got that Jordan lives rent free in that guy's head, and he's always going to live rent free in his head. He's trying to imitate that guy at every chance and say he's the best, and he's just not. He's just not. But I think it's kind of sad that people chase Don't try to be the next Michael Jordan. Just be the best LeBron James you can be. And please stop talking in third person all the time. So, hey, is Taylor Swift overrated? Since we had to hear about her so much during the Super Bowl thing, they didn't show her much on TV. I didn't really care about it one way or the other. But you have like athletes like celebrities like Taylor Swift and Beyonce with all these hits. Are they overrated? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, people like their music. That's great. I like some of her songs, but and they have a lot of number one hits, and that's fine. I'm just not into some of that music. But are they overrated? I mean, are they any better than Katy Perry, who had a lot of hits, or Miley Cyrus, who's had a ton of hits? Or let's go back even before that, Madonna, who had a ton of hits. Or are they all just trying to be the next pop icon? And I don't know, to me, after a while, they all just sort of sound the same. That's okay though. Is she overrated? I don't know. You tell me. Is LeBron James overrated? Maybe I'm wrong on every one of these, but after I don't know, getting too much TV in me lately, that's probably what it is. The Rock, overrated. Um, he's the same guy in every movie. Just like what's that guy from the Van Wilder guy? I can't remember his name. Same character every movie. Deadpool, same character. It's just him. But hey, good for him though. I mean, I'm a capitalist. Make all the money you want, make some movies, get popular, get famous. But yeah, we don't have many Al Pacinos in the last 30 years in Hollywood. But let's get away from that crap. Let's do some rankings. All right, you folks. All right, you got to. I'd love to. I don't know if anybody's listening to want to respond to this one. Chime back in the comments or wherever you see this at or on Instagram. All right, what's better? One extra hour from daylight savings or being 3 beers deep? I don't know. I do like being 3 beers deep. I'm not gonna lie to you, but having that extra hour, the extra sunlight, awesome. All right, what's better? If you could watch, what's better, the Three Stooges or 12 chicken wings? You get chicken wings anywhere, anytime. I'm going Stooges. I haven't seen that show in a long time. Again, this is off of a bracket off of Instagram from Barstool Sports. So if you guys don't follow them, follow them. They're kind of fun. So what's better, 300 Spartans or 2 slices of pizza? I've seen this. I've seen 300 a bunch. It was good. It was entertaining. But man, there's nothing like good slice of pie. I'm gonna go with the 2 slices on this one. All right, what's better, 50 first dates or 7 hours of commercial free football? I haven't been on a first date in a long time, man. It's been a while since I've dated. So I'm obviously gonna go with football on this one. Um, 3-day weekends or finding a 4-leaf clover. I know somebody who's found a 4-leaf clover about half a dozen times in their lives, and this girl has the shittiest luck of anybody. So I'm gonna go 3-day weekends on this one. Um, I'm not much of a golfer, but if you get a hole in one or the 19th hole, which is better in the best number of things? Yeah, I'm gonna say hole in one. That has to be pretty euphoric. When I watch golf and somebody gets one of those, it's like the most excited they've ever been in their lives. So I'm gonna stick with that one. So what's better, a 4-player video game or 2 Reese's cups? You know, I'm not a video game guy. Now I know how some people I know would answer. They give video games all day long. I'm gonna go with the Reese's cups on this one. It's quite good. I am a sucker for like anything with peanut butter. So why not? Why not? But anyway, that was again from Barstool Sports on Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, follow me over there. It's Cyrus Alderwood on Instagram. I put up some fun pictures once in a while. Haven't done it in a while, but I'll with the new phone, maybe I'll start putting some pictures up. Anyway, I regress. What's overrated in your book? Am I way off base here? Am I just pissing and moaning because I have nothing better to do on a hump day? Hump day. All right, maybe I'll write something. Anyway, folks, thanks again for tuning in. If you're looking for something good to read, I would love if somebody went and bought Pot of Gold on Amazon by yours truly, Cyrus Alderwood. It is one hell of a funny adventure. Again, it is an adventure kind of story, but it does have some elements of comedy in there. I spoof a lot of things, but I have fun with it. It's one of the most fun books I've ever written. So if you get a chance, jump on Amazon.com, look up Cyrus Alderwood, and pick something. I'd love to sell a book this month. Anyway, folks, I will see you on down the road. Cheers.